Welcome to EA Markets TB. Happy Friday. It's been a great week. It's been a hell of a week. It's finally Friday, guys. It's finally the Jackson Hole Symposium. We do have Kevin Washy, as Ken Wool said in 30 minutes. We had a pretty slow London in Asia session, which is absolutely crazy. And yeah. So let's go over the charts. We will have a guest today. His name is Harry. He's a great trader. Let's break down the charts with him and see what we can do. Right? All right. Let me grab my coffee real quick. Thank you. All right. This is super hot. Let me just put this thing down here. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Edgar, Annie. How you doing, guys? Good morning and good morning and good morning. All right. How's it going? Pretty slow session. If you're trading London, this thing is absolutely dry. Right? This is absolute. There's absolutely anything here. I will want to see a manipulation lower. Good morning, Petru. Good morning, my friend Neon. I will want to see a manipulation lower, guys. Right? And I want to see the price running towards that daily gap on the Nasdaq. I don't see anything else for this price action, at least for the Nasdaq. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. I really want to see the price getting back to that part of the range on this daily range, because we do have a daily gap. Gold and silver absolutely rangy, like super choppy. I was trading Asia last night, or at least I tried. I took along around this area, and look at that we're not even taking the low, and we're not displacing higher, right? So I had to close that trade and decided to skip gold for the rest of the week. I think this gold is done. I will say it's the same thing for the silver. And well, actually, silver looks bullish. Silver looks better than gold. Why is silver going higher and gold is not? All right, that's actually I missed this one during the issue session. Maybe I should have traded the silver yesterday. Euro dollar, pretty slow morning for the euro dollar. We might just continue going lower. Nothing that I like. I took my longs on the pound dollar last night as well. I'm protecting that previous day low as a CRT. It's not going great, but this is absolutely a great target. This is like absolutely great target, which I think this could work and play it out for the pound dollar. Good morning, Muhammad. How we doing, brother? How's life? How was your week? Oh, guys, did you guys do well in your week? Aussie dollar pretty slow. I think it was a great bullish structure. We finally get to the highs. If you've been looking for pullbacks on the Aussie dollar, it's been great, giving great opportunities to long. Now that we take out that high, I'm not sure if it's just gonna run higher until that part of the range. All right, Harry is here. Good morning, my friend Harry.
Yo,
How we doing,
good
bro?
morning, Angel. What's up, man? What's up?
All good? All good?
Yeah. How about yourself?
Great. Just watching this slow morning session. I think you were right. Actually, guys, Harry sent me a message earlier today, and he was like, "Are we going to scream because markets are dead?" I was like, "Okay, let me check that." And it seems like the London session was pretty slow for everything. I had to close
Yeah.
this trade on the GBP JPY as well because I've been trying to swing a little bit more, but this is taking forever, guys. It's 4 days in the exact same place. It is hard, right? Even though this is still getting respected and the structure looks bullish, it's really hard to swing on these
Yeah.
conditions, right?
Yeah. It's been a
Let me
very
just
slow
send,
week.
yeah, 100%. Even if you're trading like the Nasdaq on the morning is crazy. I think London had a great session. Bushido is here. Good morning. Good morning, TGIF. Right? Maybe nothing a burger. We will see. All right, Harry, thanks for joining us, brother. Thanks for your time.
Yes.
I know you've been here before as a guest, but I was not
Yes.
on the
Exactly.
stream. right? I was not on the stream, so this is like a new stream again, right? But with me.
Yes, basically, bro, basically.
So we will go over a couple questions for
Mm,
you, from the audience as well. They're gonna shoot some questions to you, and we will
yeah.
break down the chart for sure. We might run a giveaway. We just gonna speak here. Let me just send an announcement on our Discord so that people can join. All right, we are live to everyone, and then to live streams. So you're not gonna trade today, Harry? You're done. You think this is?
Not. I mean, I wasn't really looking into taking any trades anymore. I was in an NQ long this morning. Just trying to target that previous day's high and daily FEG really on
Yeah.
futures. It did just like wick the lows. I mean, it looks like it could go now maybe. But yeah, just based on price action, I just didn't really think it was like necessary. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, 100%. I
it's
mean,
kind of like, yeah, whatever.
it's
Man. I mean, it
Friday.
could
I'm
go
not
now,
sure.
but...
Yeah, I'm not sure how was your week so far until now, but it's Friday, and with this price action, maybe it's not even worth it to put some risk
That's what I mean.
on.
That's what I mean. To even like put the risk on. Also, like seasonally, I feel like end of August, oftentimes, especially the last few days, last week, is oftentimes very choppy, range bound, whatever. Sure, it might go now, but like, I don't know. Not sure if I feel the need to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. This might be the Judah swing that we need to actually go higher. That's what I wanted
Yeah,
to see for the open. And I do have the same target as yourself. I really want to see that daily gap that we have
it's
above
quite
us.
obvious. It's quite obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100%. It's like 100 points. So this doesn't look bad at all. Keeping in mind that we now have that divergence on the lows with the ES.
Mm,
We
mm.
swept the lows. We came back above the opening print. So this might actually flush higher. I do have a really solid setup that I trade, which I don't know if I'll be able to trade this price action because I don't really trade in the lower time frame. I'd rather just to wait for a pullback. So
Yeah,
if this creates a new dealing range and this gives me a gap that I can just target as a pullback, I'll take the long. But so
yeah,
far, I think if we protect 930 manipulation, you're probably gonna run that position towards the daily gap. So we will see what
yeah.
happens, right?
Most likely, I agree. I agree. Yeah, let's see. And there's also some news, I think, of like in
Oh
20
yeah, we
minutes.
have news in like 20 minutes. So yeah, it's probably
Yeah,
gonna tell us a lot about what happening, right? I'm just gonna then share
yeah, yeah.
the announcement, TGIF, and I'm gonna go to over a couple questions for you. Okay, this is not the real link. Copy link. All right. Are you a gamer? Did you watch the GTA 6 trailer last night?
I actually have. I mean, I haven't watched the trailer, like the official one, but I've seen clips on reels and whatnot on socials.
Yeah, it was
Um,
insane. I think I,
it
I
looks
was
crazy. It
I
looks
was
crazy.
thinking, yeah, it looks amazing. I was thinking for a second, I cannot believe I'm watching 28 minutes of a game that I'm going to play. It doesn't make any sense, but it was crazy. It was it
Mm.
was
I
I
may
think
watch it. I may watch the whole thing if you say it's not good. Yeah, I'll see.
it's
Maybe if I
definitely a
find.
good thing.
Mm.
All right,
Looks
seems
good
like
so
we're gonna
far. Looks
flush
good.
higher. Yeah, it's gonna flush higher for sure. It's gonna flush higher.
Probably. Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, why do not trade this way, right? It's
Mm.
sometimes it's just obvious, but I do have a statistic that actually is something that works, so I'll just rather to wait. But this is gonna print for sure. It's
Yeah.
absolutely gonna
Most
print.
likely. Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll have a pullback. Now all I need is a pullback. This looks good. We have a 5 minute, which is what I like to trade. We have that 5 minute, and all I would need is a pullback into that 5 minute. I'm just gonna protect this low, and I'm just gonna play it very, very short to the low hanging fruit, which is of course we have equal highs on London. We do have that daily gap. Oh wow, yeah, this is printing. What's that
Oh.
sound? Did you take any trades?
Yeah. I was NQ long.
Yeah,
just
I
need.
already
I
said
mean,
okay. Yeah, this is my time.
yeah, but you gotta remember, like, I mean, it wasn't like a proper trade. I was just needing like a small amount of profit on a top step account. Um,
Okay.
so I just entered the long when it looked kind of very obvious. Nothing crazy, you know what I mean? No like proper planned out. But I mean, I feel like it was quite obvious that it's gonna run the high now, based on how it pushed up, inverse the gaps and stuff. Kind of a low risk.
100%.
Yeah.
Let's go over the okay. EA markets is up, and I think this is up as well. All right. Let's run it. All it is a pullback. Let me just ask you a couple questions. I think you
Sure.
already you already went through the questions before, but let's
Last time
get
you
to
mean?
me. Yeah, last
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
but I was not here, so I would love to get to know you a little bit better. So
Sure,
you
man.
can
Sure,
go
sure, sure.
over the why, the when, and the how you got into trading. All right.
Sure. I mean, it's pretty simple, I guess. It's pretty simple. So I got into trading, specifically prop trading, like 5 years ago, roughly. I think my first ever challenge was an FTMO challenge in December 2021, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Prior to that, I already had some experience trading cryptos and, just like small things like that. Also some like options kind of stuff. But yeah, that was just kind of like just messing about a bit and just getting into it because a friend back then introduced me to investing. And sorry, that was really that. Like from then on, I kind of just I got really like hooked. You know what I mean? Like I really enjoyed the whole thing of that. But obviously, I noticed with like the small amount of money because I was in school back then. So it wasn't really going to do much, and naturally I just got curious, and then I found out about trading. Then came all like that kind of stuff, crypto trading, volatile times, crazy times. Definitely lost a good amount of money back then, but yeah, eventually I then found prop trading. And yeah, then it took me about 3 years for my first ever payout, so quite a while for sure. And ever since, that was in July 2024, so about like 2 years ago now, right? Ever since, it's been going quite well. I'm doing it full time now. I still have a big passion. Like I really enjoy looking at the markets, engaging. It's like a passion thing for me. I look at them even when I'm on holiday, just because I'm curious what's happening, what's going on, and stuff. So yeah.
So that's how you got into trading. Well, actually, it was
Yes.
plenty a great time back in 2020, 2021. Like
Yeah.
when we were just finishing the COVID time. It's when we had the bull runs and we had that crazy
Yes.
run on gold, Bitcoin, all that stuff. Maybe that's what actually got a lot of people into trading. But
Yes. hundred
you got
percent. 100%.
because of a friend. It was like a video that you saw on the YouTube channel. It was because you saw the story. How was it?
Okay. So in again, you mean the prop trading specifically, or as a whole?
Oh, in trading as a
Okay.
whole.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, again, a friend back in school, he introduced me to like investing, just like normal investments, like investing into
Okay.
stocks. And I found that super interesting, right? Like, I found that just super interesting. I watched videos on it and stuff. But I quickly noticed that, I mean, like with a couple $100, you can't really do much, or at least not much happens on a day-to-day basis. And naturally, I then kind of just kept researching, kept looking into it, and then I eventually came across like trading, right? So day trading, where you can quickly make money in that sense, with also smaller amounts at least. And yeah, then kind of from then on, I just embarked in that journey. I watched a lot of content, YouTube. I went into some like courses, communities, everything, and then you just naturally you just figure out things as time goes on. I didn't really have anybody to like guide me back then, so I didn't have like anybody I knew in real life otherwise who was into trading specifically. So I kind of just like figured it out on my own. You know what I mean? Like just trying things and seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. And then it was kind of just yeah a how do you say in English, like a rocky path, but eventually we got to a point where it works out quite well, I guess. Yeah.
Or you decided to go with the hardest path to get into trading, right? On your own, watching the videos, watching
Yeah,
where
I
it
guess so.
works,
I guess so.
trial
True.
and
Yeah. True.
error.
True.
Actually, yeah, it's like taking the long path towards that goal, but definitely is one of the ways to go, for sure.
I agree. I
Um,
agree. I mean, I'm not mad about it, to be honest, because it teaches you a lot. You learn a lot, and yeah, I mean, I feel like it's made me into the trader or the person that I've become now as well. If anything, it's even better that it was harder. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because it shows how much you
100%.
actually want it, how much you really are into it, as opposed to just somebody kind of feeding you and creating that path for you. Um, so yeah, it's great. It's great.
And how long it took you to find some consistency, to finally find
Yeah.
your craft, right?
It did take me quite some time, to be honest. So again, my first challenge. I mean, if realistically, you could say I'm engaging with the market since like 7 years, maybe going close to seven, maybe like six. Um, and I had my first payout in 2024, July 2024. So that's about 3 years later, after I purchased my first challenge. So since then, basically, since I had my first payout, the upcoming months and everything, then from then I was like semi-consistent. And then last year was kind of, I'd say, my breakout year. You know what I mean? In terms of like, yeah, just consistent payouts monthly, good amounts, and just like seemingly being able to just like repeat it non-stop kind of thing. So yeah, and that was obviously last year, and then this year the
All
same
right.
really. So I guess like end of 2024 is when I really got that consistently and consistency, and things started going really well. Yeah.
Awesome. So you also trade forex, right? You don't only trade
Yeah,
futures.
yeah. No, I mean, actually, to be fair, like CFDs and Forex is kind of still like my main thing, I guess. I've only really gotten into futures more so this year, specifically. Simply because, I mean, I enjoy Forex and I enjoy like, having those kind of rules on the CFD accounts. But again, like, with the CFD space and everything, I just kind of felt like futures is just like the potential is a lot better, and like the risk, I guess, of payout denials and things going wrong just appears to be way lower. So I kind of just knew that eventually I'm going to want to like look into it and get into it as well, because there's just like so much potential, and like why not, you know what I mean, why not also start with futures, as opposed to just sticking to Forex and being too stuck up with it. I've had to adapt a bit, like my strategy and my style of trading. So it's not been like a, like just natural, easy transition, I guess. But I mean, it's been going quite well. And the good thing is I'm not in a rush, so I don't have to like make it work tomorrow, kind of thing. And yeah, that's obviously quite helpful. So yeah. But I've been enjoying it so far, the future side of things for sure. It's quite fun. It's something different, but it's a lot of fun. I've been enjoying it for a lot so far. Yeah.
Yeah, that's solid. And you know that actually that mindset and that approach is
Mhm.
not actually very popular to I don't really need to make this work soon, right? So I'm enjoying the process, and that's the whole point
Yeah.
when you have
Yeah. Yeah.
when you're process driven rather than, I have to make this work.
Yeah.
So
100%. 100%. 100%.
that means a
100%.
lot.
I mean,
So if
I
you
won't
have to
lie.
marry,
Sorry.
Harry, if you have to
Mm.
marry one asset in this case, now that you're trading
Oh.
futures, you
Hmm.
love
Hmm.
forex. If you have to pick one asset to trade for the rest of your life, which one
Mm.
will be?
Mm. To be honest, I think it's probably still DAX, aka the Germany 40.
Oh wow, why is that? The
Yeah,
DAX. That's from
yeah,
all the
for sure.
things that I could expect that you to say, it
Yeah,
wouldn't
there
be
you
DAX for sure.
go. Yeah, I mean, you don't hear many people say it's true. It really just comes down to the fact that like, um, I mean, it goes back to like the Forex times and CFD stuff, of course, because with futures, I'm still kind of like, I guess, in that adaptation phase, you could say so. Um, I guess it may change, it could easily change. If you ask me in another 6 months, 12 months, for sure, it's very possible. But it's just simply the asset where I've personally just had like most success on. I feel like for the way I trade it, it moves very clean, and overall my stats like across multiple years are just like the best on it. So naturally, I'll just pick it. It's like I know it quite well. I've traded it since years, like, I don't know, 3-4 years. And I feel like I know all the characteristics. Obviously, every pair has its own unique kind of tendencies and stuff. So that's kind of just really that, pretty simple, I guess, in that sense.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's crazy. I think I never
Hmm.
traded the DAX before. So that's
Mm.
something that I need to look at it, right? I need to take a look to DAX one day, see if the
Maybe,
chart is.
maybe. I mean, you can trade it on futures too if you have like Eurex access. Some props do offer that, I think. Not all of them, but some. So yeah.
Nice. All right, guys. Just so you know, I got filled on the Nasdaq longs. I
Yeah.
do like this pullback. You guys know this is the setup that I like to trade, which is a 5 minute gap pullback at 1050,
Uh,
950 macro. Right, we have manipulation, SMT on the lows. We have this displacement out of the open and print. So even though if this one does not work out, it's got good loss to me. If I had to give it less rating out of the usual, it will be just because of the chop, right? But we still have equal highs. We still have that daily gap above us. So even if this one does not play it out, this is a great trade to me, and it's gonna be a great loss, right?
yeah. It
Okay,
hasn't
let's
even
see.
run Asia yet. I just seen it hasn't even like actually
Yeah,
taken
it's
Asia
still
out.
there.
Crazy.
Asia's is
But
still
that
there,
just
hundred
tells you
percent.
like how crap realistically the price action is, because I mean,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like normally, easily it takes it. It's just 1 or 2 pips more it would have had to do. It'll probably still do. To be honest, I think there's a good chance maybe with the news we get in 8 minutes there'll be some
yeah.
volatility.
We do have
Um,
news yeah, we do have news. This is gonna
yeah,
kick in. Once we have the news, I'm either gonna get stopped out or I'm gonna run it, right? But I do
yeah,
like the equal highs right there. I do like this relative. I think that's a no-brainer
yeah.
target, I'll
It's a
say.
no-brainer for sure. Yeah,
So we will see what happens in a bit. Um, I do have more questions for you for sure, but let's go over the chat because there are a lot of people that
yeah.
knows you here.
Let's
I
see.
have to take this out so I can display the questions on it. Let me take the ticker from Trading View and go over the chat real quick. So we have Jet Dirty Move, typical NQ actions. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Bullish SMT with ES not taking the low. The market closes early today, right? No, it does not close early,
No.
but we do have the Jackson Hole Symposium and we do have Kevin Walsh in 7 minutes. So it's either gonna destroy the price action, it's gonna be a wacky session, or it's gonna drive us higher from here.
Or both, or both. As
Or
in up
both.
and down,
Actually,
up and
let's
down.
say we go up, we take out the highs, and then we chop
Yeah.
the rest of the
Probably,
session.
to be honest, I assume so, because we have, I mean, yeah, there's just like liquidity both sides, kind of. Even the way up since yesterday, it's been very like slow and grinding up. It just screams like being run eventually, probably. Not necessarily today, but I feel like it could happen. I feel like especially if we tap that daily gap, we could see a little pullback
You could
towards the
see a
end of
look
the.
pullback lower. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I think actually, I do expect a great reaction out of that daily pullback, but we
Yeah,
are
yeah,
so close that we need to tap there, right? We got to tap there somehow.
100%. We have to. The market owes it to us.
We probably need some catalyst to fill that whole daily FEG. We will see with Shido. We still need like a 5 more minutes.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to
We'll
be
see.
interesting, to be honest, from a higher time frame how NQ plays out. I'm quite curious actually as to like what's going to happen there, because like seasonally we're obviously at the end of August. I mean, sure, like we're in an uptrend and stuff, but I could see it actually going for like I don't know when we created. I think in July, that low that we created like around 28,000 area. I don't have it exactly in my head. The daily latest kind of like swing low. I could actually imagine, yeah, exactly. When you show the chart, zoom out a bit more, bit more, like the low at the bottom. You know what I mean? Like this one.
This low right here,
I think
this
it's
one,
possible. Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
obviously, I'm not married to it. I'm not married to that bias, but I do think it's a possibility simply because of what time we're in. Like we're in this kind of seasonally around this time. Always, we get some more. Yeah, fuckery or whatever you want to call it, and then like later towards like October, November, we get that you know, we maybe sweep those lows and then we get that expansion for the year end kind of rally, take out the all-time highs. I could see that happening because I feel like it's just a movie I've seen before. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
I
again,
agree with you.
it's hard to say. It's just speculation at this point. Obviously, that's
100%.
not something I just trade. You just kind of see when it happens. But I guess if we start to respect that daily FVG, maybe create a new low internally on that structure, like take out that low we've created this week, I think it looks a bit more probable at that point then, yeah.
Yeah, that's solid. That's solid, Harry. Yeah, I agree with you. Actually, I shared an analysis last week, and I was thinking we might need to fill on the monthly time frame that week, right? So let's say we take out liquidity from that low inside of that monthly gap. So that's the fuel that we need to go higher.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But yeah, that's 100% speculation because we are so high right now in the range. We're in a bullish trend for sure. So the last line of defense so far now is that daily gap. Yeah, that daily gap is gonna tell.
I think if we inverse that cleanly, then
all-time highs for sure.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, the alternative, of course, that's also possible, is that we take our all-time highs first pretty quickly, maybe in the next 2-3 weeks, and then we get like a correction from there. That's also possible, but let's put it that way. I prefer it the other way because then you can take really clean longs. Like it's just easy money at that point. You know, like obviously if that's actually what happens, but you'll notice like if we take out those lows and we see price immediately go back into the range, create like bullish order flow. Yeah, it's gonna be 100% great for trading. You know?
It's
and you have a clear
it's just a matter of time. Yeah, it's just a matter of time. We'll need to wait to see what happens.
Sure, yeah. The news about to drop, I think, right? 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 more minutes, guys, and we'll see if I'm getting clapped on this one or we're running towards the highs. But so far, we have a reaction. We closed below the 5-minute gap, so you could say this is an IFVD already. But take out the full picture here. We have SMT on the lows. We have that daily gap above us. Maybe it could be that Kevin Walsh speaks. We do have one more manipulation lower.
Yeah.
And that's when the real long is going to start. That's also very possible in this case.
I agree, I agree. It's hard to predict.
What else? Yeah, what else do we have on the chat? At least today's open isn't choppy. Well, actually, it's not that choppy as yesterday. Yesterday was crazy. And the whole week. Almost 300 points. I think we'll completely mitigate it for the moment. Pretty good. More Motor Warfare 4 this weekend. Could you please analyze gold? We will go over gold in a second. Joseph is watching the stream. Look at those handsome fellas. What's up, Joseph, my G? Gold should be bullish. I took longs gold. I took a long on gold yesterday.
Gold? Oh, okay. I was just going to say gold's moving up a bit right now.
It's moving up? I'll take a look in a bit.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. I just checked.
Where's Josh? I don't have anyone and it's pretty rough, but it will get there.
Probably going to run the highs first. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm afraid, Harry, that if we run that Asia high, we came back. Yeah, it came back. We became very aggressive. So I'm just gonna manage the trade in a way that if we take London, I'm going break even because I want to play safe on this one.
Yeah.
Good morning. Colin says, "Dude, Harry, you have been killing it, brother. I've been watching you on X." Okay, we have news. Yeah, we're going lower, and now we're going higher. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy right there.
Beautiful price action, right?
Oh my god!
That's just when you know how bad it is when like nothing happens. Like,
and imagine
now it again doesn't take out the highs. Imagine. I mean,
I'll cry.
Way, like at least Asia.
It should. It should now. But we have now.
But that's just why. That's just how you know you shouldn't be trading today, almost kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, just like
we have data lows now, right? Data lows. Careful with the data lows.
Exactly, right? But please run the highs first.
That displacement for me, it's enough to go break even.
Yeah.
Because look at this. If we don't take out the highs, okay, we take out previous high. All right, we take out the high of the pullback. That's enough to go break even. Now we should run Asia. And if we don't, this is very, very bad, though.
Then it's rigged. Then it's rigged.
Yeah, it's gonna be awful if we don't run Asia right there.
Yeah.
I don't even see where we can pull back from here. Like this 1 minute. Yeah, that 1
Yeah.
minute. That 1 minute could be the last line
It's
of
just
defense
crazy.
for my
It's just
break
crazy
even.
though.
Gotta be pretty careful right there because now that we have a data low, that could be the liquidity that we need to run
Yeah.
before going
And
higher.
then
Well,
yeah, I agree.
I'm completely fine going break even on this trade. So let me take out the sell limit, and I
It's
guess I'll
probably gonna
need
do
to
so
wait.
now. It's so
I'll
crazy
need to
that
wait.
like the fact that it
It
doesn't
was
do
so
those
close.
couple ticks more, like that's. I mean, almost, you know what I mean? You almost feel like it has. You actually almost feel like it's like programmed like perfectly, because how is it even possible to like exactly stop before the? You know what I mean? You know what I'm getting at? It feels like it's just. It's funny. Like it's actually funny. Like it just perfectly in that small little gap, you know, it's a very small gap between the high we created plus Asia, perfectly stopped in that little gap.
Yeah, this is it's looking awful, right? This is not what I was expecting. I was expecting a run at least there, but that's a good break even, guys. That's how you manage your trades. You understand what's your break even point. You go break even. Even I still think this could play out though, but this is I have to play defense, right? I have to manage the trade. I cannot say this price action and just still there. Yes, we have data lows now. Let's see if we take out data lows. Are we gonna put an SMT? This is just bad price action. Look at gold. Gold
Jeez,
just
like
literally left at
yeah, it's
everyone taking
obliterating
longs, man.
everything. Obliterating everything, man.
Sheesh. She's asking. All right. What to expect today? Calling. What else do we have on the chat? What do you think about BTC? That's a good question. What do you think about BTC, Haru? Do you think now we're
Me.
just gonna?
Oh,
Yeah.
very interesting topic. Um, yeah, so that is a very interesting one. So Bitcoin, I do find it very interesting since, first of all, I'm like invested long term, but also just because I've, you know, with my background coming from like crypto trading, I'm always like interested in it. So we've seen a big push, obviously now, like on the daily since last week. I do personally actually think that we have a bottom now. I mean, if you're talking like high time frame, you know what I mean? Like, I do think the bottom is in personally. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, I'm not expecting it to like instantly go all-time highs like within the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. I do think it's probably just gonna be quite slow, maybe even just range around at current prices, say between like 70 and 80 or 75 and 80, just kind of like range bound price action, and then eventually maybe October, November, December, like create another leg higher towards like 90, 9,500. I could see that happening. That's kind of what I expect. But I do think that from the higher time frame perspective, that low that we created at 57, I do think that is probably the bottom. Personally,
Probably the bottom. Yeah.
I think
That's
so.
nice.
I think so. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's because in the last couple months, I've been hearing a lot of friends telling me like, "Nah, this is going to zero. If you have BTC, you're over. It's not gonna work."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Come on, how is that even possible?" Right?
Yeah.
Is
yeah,
that
yeah.
that's the same thing that I got told back in 2020, right?
Yeah.
When we came back from from almost 10K to 3K again, they were like, "Oh yeah, BTC is over." I wish I will be able to get the BTC at 3K because I can
Yeah.
remember me charting BTC at 3K, and I was like, "This one day will run." In that
Yeah.
day, it was so quick. Yeah, but I do think we're just gonna go higher, maybe 200, 250K, something
Oh, in
like
the next
that.
run, you mean?
Yeah,
Oh, it would be lovely, man. It would be lovely.
but I guess it depends. I invested a lot in altcoins. You know the
Okay.
alts with like
Hype,
companies, projects. Yeah, and
Solana.
I kind of thing. And I got,
Mhm.
I mean, I lost money, right? There are a couple
Mm.
coins that went literally to zero. Whatever I had invested there is zero now, right?
Yeah.
So it's a hard thing for sure Tough to say. I see some resistance on gold at 4,670. So see what the gold does here. Could be a short, but could be a long if we break out. Yeah, you see, guys, how we created the data low. We take out the high of the pullback, and we came back to sweep that data low. I knew it at some point. I knew it after we failed to displace towards Asia. Now we're gonna run this low, and I do
probably.
believe.
And then you
I
could
do
maybe
believe, yeah, we could have now that long after the low once we take out that liquidity.
let's go all in.
Because holy, the way ES is moving hard, right?
Jeez, even like, oh goodness, did it take out the highs?
It took out the high from 9 a.m. like the structural
Asia?
high. Asia's not taken.
Damn, man, that's crazy.
So now we have triple. Yeah, we have a triple top right here. That's a good target, guys. SMT on the low side, the ES.
I mean, let's see.
Did you watch? Do you follow ICT on X, Harry?
I don't actually follow him, but I do like see his stuff and his tweets. And obviously, a lot of the community is trading ICT. Yeah. So I feel like I'm very well aware of it. And I think what you're referring to probably is him posting like the levels and specific things like that.
He took this long yesterday. He literally took the long here yesterday. Like he knew we were just gonna take out that low, right? And he took all that, and it looks really similar today. That we might take out that low.
It's possible.
Yeah. And that's all we need. No, not yet. But ES did, so we have divergence right now.
Oh, okay. ES did, yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what happens here. I'd like to see one more manipulation. Maybe if we have a CRT or something that it's taking liquidity out of that low, that is going to tell me that we might just run higher. Because this is very tough position. Like, if you're getting here in any positions right now, we do have equal highs and we have equal lows. So we have two different sides of the liquidity on this range. Yeah. It's really, really hard to get involved. Right now we have that low, right? Let's see if we have something here like a drawing or a confirmation or anything to get into longs towards Asia. Let's go over the chart.
Oh, we have taken it now, yeah?
Yeah, now we take out the low. This could send us higher now. This could definitely send us higher. View of gold. I went over gold, Edgar, earlier, and it was very, very choppy. It's hard to understand so far now, so I'd rather just to stay away from it. Harry, lately have most of your payouts been from Forex? That's a question on that.
Yeah, still, yeah. Still. It's still my main kind of like thing, yeah, for sure.
Alright, less higher time frame algo, so not much up on NQ, lots of old money, won't be trading now because of the news. I'm also waiting for ES before he took the enter long or short if it fails. Guys, send questions for Harry. And just good liquidity. What strategy do you use? I do trade pullbacks, right? I just wait until there is a trend in the session, and I wait until I see a 5-minute or a 15-minute gap, and I just trade a pullback. Be very easy. Not complex. It's very, very easy.
Yeah. Did you ask me what? Oh no, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over it. Don't worry. I'm just going over it.
I'm
just trying to finish. Yeah, I'm just finishing the chat in a bit. Call it's bumping to get earlier and it got wicked. Does Harry trade the DAX only during Frankfurt Open? Harry, what's a good time to trade the DAX?
Yeah, I mean the best is during London, obviously, since it's most liquid session. It's kind of like trading NQ in New York. Yeah, London's the best for sure.
London is the best time to trade the DAX.
Yeah.
Check your text, Angel. Alright, BTC. Too bad I'm too broke. Anyone C-Trader has stopped working. I'm not using C-Trader at all. I was inspecting that from NQ. Me neither. I mean, how come we're not taking Asia? What kind of BS is this? What are you doing? How's that even possible? You're not gonna tell me we have equal highs like this and we're just gonna fail to take them?
I think we
Come on.
probably will at some point.
Later today, maybe?
Yeah, at some point I think so. It's just kind of likely, but
Wow, I didn't expect this to
what's that?
move in this way.
Yeah.
Wow. Jesus. Delicious. All right, we're waiting. Let's see if we have. Yeah, it's a hot. This is tough. This is tough. This is tough. Where are we going?
Yep.
Am I going lower? Am I going higher? Are we putting an SMT? Gold literally mocked everyone because we went higher and it was really hard to hold a short with this weak higher. And now if you were longing, you're out.
Yeah.
Really tough piece of price action.
Yeah.
Travis,
For
this is
sure.
from Travis to you. Thanks, guys. Drop some questions for Harry. If you're watching the stream, do not forget to hit the like button. Smash that like button. If you're watching from X, as well, please head over to the YouTube channel and hit that like button. We're just gonna do a quick giveaway right now. Whoever gets the exact date, spam it on the chat. The exact date that Harry started trading props is gonna get a free account. He already mentioned that actually. He just mentioned kind of like it was. Do you know the exact date, Harry?
I can probably check on my emails if I look up FTMO. I can check if you want.
Okay, do it. All right, you can spam it on the chat if you want a free account and you get the right date that Harry started trading props. You get the free account. All right, that's the first giveaway that we're gonna run today. TGIF. One execution.
I got it.
You got it? All right, that was quick.
I've got the date of when I purchased my first account. Yeah.
As you need date, time. You need day, month, and year, right? A proper
Yes,
date.
yes.
Proper date. This you're not gonna come to me with a month only. So this is how you should send your message. Month, date, and year. It's a question from calling Harry. So I assume you're a full-time trader now. Do you use prompt account copier? How many accounts are you running at once?
Yes. So for the first question, because I can see it here, I am trading full time now since 1.5 years now, roughly. I do use account copier for futures, not for CFDs. I've tried it before, but due to the rules and stuff, it's just too complicated to be worth it. You know what I mean? Because they all have different rules and stuff. Just can't be bothered. And how many accounts are you running at once? Well, not so many yet in futures. Since I'm still kind of learning, I don't see like I'm not at that point yet where it makes sense to just like, copy trade 30 accounts, whatever. The max I'll copy is like 5 accounts. I'll just buy like a set of 550Ks, for example, right? And then copy trade those with Lucid or E8 or whatever, or doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, nothing crazy at this point in time. And again, with CFDs, I trade them. I do have quite a few accounts there, but I trade them manually in groups. Yeah.
So would you rather it's better to go with the accounts one by one or just copy trade all the accounts? Where did you find
For
the
futures?
most success? Yeah, for both CFDs and futures.
I think there's no like right or wrong here. I do think it depends kind of what situation you're at. I think if you're established, if you have a strategy that works, an edge, and you're also financially in the position to, that's another thing, then obviously it makes sense to trade more accounts at the same time because you just have greater ROI. Doesn't mean you have to go in the same trades with all your portfolio, but at least like maybe that's why what I said, I like to have like groups, so with CFDs, for example, I'll have 3 or 4 account groups, which are each 300K, 400K in accounts, or 200K, 300K, depending how much funding I have at the time. And then kind of run it like that, because that way I have a smaller risk of ruin. Like one loss streak won't like wipe out my entire portfolio, but I still like stack the groups with accounts, right? So like I'll put one more, And again, I think for futures, kind of the same goes. I would apply the same logic in futures. That's just how I do it, because I think it's, if you're doing it full time as well, you have to kind of, arrange things so that your psychology is also as best as possible looked after. And I've done it before, but I've had trade every account the same trade all the time. Naturally, obviously, losing streaks will come, and like psychologically, it's very, very draining and tough in certain periods. So yeah, that's kind of what I think. So again, no one size fits all answer. It really depends on what position you're at. I think in general, I'd recommend like having groups, and I recommend it to people, and I think other people have told me that they like to use that kind of approach. And I know other successful futures traders and CFD traders do as well. But obviously that doesn't mean they have to be like the biggest. You can just do like a 10K account, 10K account, 10K account, or just 125 in futures, for example, 25, 25. Just start small and then like slowly scale up, right?
100%. 100%. There's another question in the chat for you, and it's gonna be, how do you manage psychology?
So psychology actually has been what I have struggled with the most. That's also why it took me so long to get my first ever payout. Because I feel like in terms of just like technicals and strategy, I had a good understanding after, say, maybe like a year and a half. So psychology is tough, but I kind of by the way, I think maybe now NQ will go.
Yeah, I think it could be time.
I just have a feeling it's just gonna go now. Like, like it will just go now. Like, yeah, I don't know. I think it's just gonna go now. But so sorry. Yeah, to get back to that.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Are you gonna take another?
I will take a trade if I do have a 5-minute.
I just want to see myself. I just want to quickly check the charts myself. Like,
yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. For me to take a trade, I'll need to see a 5-minute out of this liquidity. But this is exactly the plan. Now we might take out that low and we go higher, right? Now we took out the low and we're seeing a lot of displacement out of this area. But I still need to see a 5-minute for me to confirm. This looks.
You mean like
good.
a 5-minute inversion?
No, a 5-minute gap.
Okay.
Like 2 candles creating the 5-minute gap, and I can just set my limit. But this looks good though.
Yeah, it does.
This looks good. This 1 minute looks good. We don't have absolutely anything to stop the price going higher. There is no bearish gaps, guys. No bearish gap on any time frame. No bearish gap on the 50-minute. We might set up a 50-minute, but as soon as we go above the opening print, there's absolutely anything to stop the price to go and take out Asia now. So we have what? Where's 10 a.m.? I want to see where's the 10 a.m. price. Yeah, 10 a.m. is really high.
It's just gonna go now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going. Hopefully we'll have that pullback though.
Hopefully, yeah.
It looks like a nice V shape as well. We don't have a 50-minute gap. That's nice. Alright, we have a limit on the 1 minute.
Let's hope you get tagged.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get tagged on this one. It's just because of the way that 50-minute looks. It's like,
yeah, I know. It's just typical. It would just be typical for the week as well. You know, I feel like it's just one of those weeks, as you like to say sometimes. That's kind of just how I feel. It's just one of those weeks where it's just like everything that normally doesn't happen kind of happens, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it would be crazy if it doesn't take out those highs now. I would be.
Yeah, if it comes back and it doesn't take the highs, yeah, I'm just gonna quit. I quit until next week.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, yeah. Should I keep talking about the psychology thing, by the way? Or?
Oh yeah, let's go over it again.
Yeah. Yeah. So Yeah, again, psychology is in that sense like a very tough aspect of trading. Um, but I eventually kind of figured out a few things for me personally that made it easier, I guess. First of all, like my life circumstances, because I was one that actually quit school for trading and I had to like make it work. So that put a lot of pressure on me, and I also didn't work any other job or anything. So that was one thing that very much so worked against me for a long time, I think. And so I kind of eliminated that at some point because I worked a normal job and then didn't have that pressure anymore. So that was one thing that worked quite well. Did that for a while, until I kind of built up myself, got some consistency. And then also I started to do things like, because in the first 2-3 years I didn't do that. I started doing things like journaling, logging all my trades, being able to review the data and stuff, things that like you would consider as like annoying. And I kind of always had a bit too much of an ego about it. I was always like, I don't need it, like, I'm one of those guys who doesn't need it, whatever. But all these things kind of combined helped me to be able to manage everything better and stay more disciplined. Like, sure, I'll not lie to you. I feel like you always struggle with psychology to a degree as a trader, and you always have like rougher patches. Like there'll always be a phase maybe where you're a bit burnt out, or I don't know, a bad losing streak hits you, and you'll struggle again. But I feel like as time goes by, you manage to handle it a lot better, and you manage to stop yourself a lot sooner before like doing anything crazily stupid or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I think in that sense. Damn, it's pumping now, right?
Pumping hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really was some point. We just
NQ's
have choppy
about to take out
conditions.
the eyes.
Yeah. We do have a 5 minute gap where I can just target a pullback, but look at how we are doing that. I don't really know if we're gonna have a pullback. Hopefully we will.
Nah. I mean, I almost don't think so. Like, we're so close. Maybe just respect the latest M1 FEG or whatever. No idea, but it's just been a straight line. It's so funny, like how predictable the price action is.
There isn't even a 1 minute FEG to target as a pullback. The only this one, and it's very far now. It's now absolutely far. We're back above the opening print, guys. So I can tell now this is a manipulation. And if you're looking for a pullback, it will be around here.
Yeah. That would be great for sure, but I almost don't think it's going to come all the way back down again, personally.
Yeah, it could. It could just mock us. Yeah, if it happens, I'm just gonna lock out myself real quick. Just had to put some. All right, here's your 5 minute. I really want to see that 5 minute on the ES. Why this 5 minute? This 5 minute is gonna create a divergence, right? Taking out this low. This is a devil's mark. There's probably gonna tap into this one, stay here a little bit. I don't really think NQ is gonna get that lower, so we'll see. Very, very choppy. All right. All right, there's another question for you, Harry. So, Harry, what do you like to do in your free time when you're not trading? I mean, in sense, you kind of made it. So, what do you do in your free time?
You kind of made it. So, So, I mean, hobbies wise, other than that, like I go to the gym regularly. In terms of like sport, I think doing some kind of sport is helpful, especially as combination with trading. Something to kind of like settle down, cool off, and get your mind straight. And otherwise, yeah, I mean, it's really simple things like I like to read, just to like educate myself and keep growing in that sense. For having fun, just like meeting, like just normal things like meeting friends, hanging out with people, doing fun things, enjoying freedom. I mean, I've relocated to Malta here, so I like to just go chill at the beach club with a friend, for example, and just work from there. Enjoy the life a bit. If I'm not like working in that sense, doing anything trading related or social media related. So nothing crazy really. I think the freedom is really just kind of what is so nice about it, like the fact that I can actually do all these things whenever I want to, because realistically I can always be like, okay, yeah, let's go there now, let's do that now. I don't actually have to like ever in theory be present for anything unless I'm agreeing to something like this, for example. I've got like a stream or whatever, but like other than that, like the freedom is what is like so nice about it, you know what I mean? It's not necessarily what you do, but just like the possibility to arrange your day in that way, the way you want it. Yeah. It's a simple life, though. Realistically, I'm not living a crazy life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're just a chill guy. Now I can understand, though. That's the secret to trading, guys. You just need to be a chill guy, right? Just enjoy.
Yeah.
Right?
For
Process
sure.
ribbon. You don't have to make it. You just have to enjoy and love what you do.
Maybe it is coming. Maybe it is.
Yeah, this doesn't look like a good comeback, right? Like, it's not the type of retracement that I would love to see. There's no 5 minute. There's no 5 minute on the ES. So I'm kind of concerned about this price action, to be honest. Hence, I'm gonna wait.
Again, it just goes back to the fact, like, realistically, we shouldn't even be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Agree. All right. When you have a chance, let me know on the private chat that we have here the date when you get the account, so I can go over the people that actually tried to get.
Sure. I'll send you 1 sec. Just to make sure, private chat on the left side, right? Just so I don't mess it up.
I want to see the way we're just gonna behave right off the opening print.
That's a good M1.
I really want to see the way we're just gonna.
I do still think it's gonna run those highs, but yeah, it's just like.
Okay, let me check the date. All right, let me see if anyone got it right. You know what's even funny? That you actually told to the chat. All right, this one was. Wow. Okay. Some people are very close, actually, but not that close. We're running out of dates. Oh my god, this one was so close. Oof, almost. Oof, this one was very close as well. Ooh, this guy was 1 day away from it.
Really?
Yeah, just 1 day. So I guess if there's any other one, I'll have to give it to him, because it's just won by 1 day. So that's crazy. Isn't that crazy, chat? That you missed by 1 day, twice by the 1 day. So 1 day, like, you know, it's a difference of 1 day though. 1 day difference.
I mean, there's only like I mean, depends on the month, but
yeah, I'm probably just gonna give it to him. All right.
Why is it even for
you
like
guys
what
done?
account?
It depends. If they trade futures, it's gonna be a zero starter. If it's forex, then I'll just try a pro or one small balance. What's the date? Are you guys all done with the dates? So I can just give it to the one who's closer. I guess we're done. What's the date? That's a good question. The date, I have the date. Alright, I'm just gonna give you 1 more minute, guys. 1 more minute, and I'll give you the date. Yeah, we're ready to know. Okay, so the closer is Dennis, because Dennis said it. All right, the date is December 20, 2021, and we have a winner. We have a winner. Dennis, congratulations on your account. You know what to do to claim your account. Congratulations and W's in the chat. All right. What are we doing, NASDAQ?
Now is it gonna go?
Looks like a nice reaction out of the opening print as a pullback. So sad that we don't really have anything to react from.
But what a week and what a price action again! Like
yeah. The whole week New Year's session was nasty. Like you always had to wait unless you're trading like the first minutes, like this one. Let's say this long was not too bad. This long right here, and I know some people trade this way. They take like the first 30 minutes, like the first minutes of the open, and they trade the Judas swing, and they target the most obvious path or of liquidity. So I guess if there are some IFBG traders taking this trade on this way, they're just gonna protect the low and target that high. That's gonna be that's the only way to trade on these conditions.
Yeah,
And this could get you done. That's the only way to trade these conditions. For me, it's harder because I do trade the trend of the session on a higher time frame way. So yeah, I do think maybe this low is already protected, but this is a real chop. So I'm already up this week on the New York session account. X method up. All right, you guys were searching on X.
Yeah, come on then, Nasdaq.
All right, let me shoot you a message. Let me shoot you a message. Where are you? Yeah, crazy price action right here. It could we wait for the NQ to make a setback to go with the continuation, Harry and Angel? I think this could be the continuation, but maybe it's not even worth it to put some risk on this type of price action because it's the exact same scenario as yesterday. We have the exact same choppiness. We have the open and initial move higher. We failed to displace. We came back, take the lows. We came up and we now here. It's 10:30.
Yeah, exactly, and it's Friday as well. Like it's
So even though this could be the pullback that you need to trade higher, maybe it's not the best idea to trade this price action. Would you say what's your best and your worst date of the week to trade higher?
Funnily enough, actually, I think historically Friday is like probably the worst. I think.
Okay. Yeah, that's a bet.
And
I agree.
Yeah, and the best are usually, I think it's either Tuesday or Thursday for me. Like they're very close, anyways. Like I'm not sure which one exactly right now, but either or. But they're close anyway. So those are like, and Wednesday as well. But like Tuesday and Thursday are the best for me usually in terms of like just stats, average performance, returns and stuff. Yeah.
In between, in the week, would you rather trade New York session or the London session?
I trade both, you know. It depends on what I'm trading, what asset, obviously. But for me in European time zone, I trade both. It's just kind of when I'm awake, and obviously it depends on what asset I'm trading. But for DAX, like it's great to have London. Same goes for when I trade FX, like EU, for example. The whole day really works, and then for futures it's mostly New York, but obviously, but to be fair, even NQ sometimes I do sometimes take trades in London, like playing the Asian range and stuff is quite nice as well sometimes. So yeah, it's both sessions really. Both I look at both. I kind of trade, you know, from mornings to kind of like late afternoon in that sense, but that doesn't mean that I'm sitting in front of the chart for that time. Definitely not, no. That's definitely not, no.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, there's the last question. The last question from Colin says, my last question. With money you take, with the money you make, do you do any long-term investments so that you don't have to worry about a bad month because of
yeah, sure. I mean, 100%. Like obviously Bitcoin, for example, I've invested a lot in like the 60 to 70k region, and I plan to do more as well in the future, obviously, right? Like 100%. It's anything really, even like real estate and stuff. Like there's many ways, but obviously that's 100% like something I'm doing now, and also plan to do a lot more in the future. Because like, why shouldn't you? You know, it's just being smart with yourself, creating further income streams and setting yourself up even better and better. And the funnily enough, like the less reliant you are on trading, like I am, for example, the more like income sources I'll have, and it goes like that for most people, I think, probably for realistically anybody. The less, you know, like the less, or the better the trading actually is in general, anyways, because you just don't really care. You just trade when you see something. You're not like you don't need the money desperately, so it's just like easy, you know.
Yeah, it's more easy for sure.
Yeah.
It's just easier. At that
Easier,
point,
yeah.
when you don't really need to make it,
Exactly.
but this words earlier, it was on point, right?
Exactly, bro. Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
When you have a chance, check your Instagram DMs, because I showed you a message right there.
Mm-hmm.
You're just fully aware of everything. And yeah. Yeah. This is starting to look good, guys. This range right here. I think this is what we need to pump. If we finally have this 5 minute, we need 3 more minutes. I will take this trade. Awesome, man. Thank you. Always cool talking to you. All right. Thank you, calling, for your questions. We appreciate you a lot. If we finally have the 5 minute on the Nasdaq, guys, I'm just gonna try my last stop today. I guess I was waiting for this the whole time.
Anyways,
Amen.
I guess I'll probably slowly head off then.
Yeah, of course, brother. It was nice to have you here today.
I think you got a very good chance of it taking at least the Asia. Hopefully you'll get an entry. I hope for you, for anybody who's still trying to trade. But yeah, otherwise I think it's pretty much a done week, done day.
Yeah, of course.
Hoping for some better PA next. I mean, it's September, so it should get better now for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Harry, for joining us
today.
today.
Thank you for having
me,
man. Thank you for having me, bro.
Of course.
Take care. See you around.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, that was great, guys. That was a great session. I love when we have great guests, right? How come we don't? Bankers Hour. Have a good day. All right, what are we doing, Nasdaq? What are we doing? I was expected a squatter. Maybe just not the best price action to trade. I guess if I want to get engaged with this, it's going to be that 5 minute gap for sure. Okay, we have Asia now. We definitely do have Asia now. W guess for real. Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, we do have Asia, guys. 1 more minute and we'll have this 5 minute gap. That's gonna be my last attempt. Could I wait for a setback to enter? My pullback is gonna be this 5 minute. But we do have Asia, right? So the only draw that we have left is the daily gap. So it's a 2.2 R here. 46 seconds. We have the open, we have the manipulation lower, and we still have a draw, right? Made that comeback on the EA. I mean, no. The EA Max is the New Year session account, and that one is solid. The profit is solid on the Max. The one that I'm trading in Asia, it's the EA Pro, which has been getting blasted by gold in the last couple Asian sessions, guys. This is a good close. I need this to close bullish and not bearish. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't love it. But it's my setup. If my setup is there, I'll take it. Alright? If my setup is there, I have to take it. Just check the gold. I think the gold might go higher. I think this just could be a manipulation. We took out everyone out of the way, and now we could go higher, right? I don't know. This just looks messy, guys. I haven't been able to read gold properly after we took out this low. Once we took out this low, which was on Tuesday, I think it was Wednesday. Wednesday when we have that short towards the daily gap, it's been a mess since then. I'm losing it. Yeah, this is gonna. I have my 5 minute, guys. That's all I need is a 5 minute. Guys, remember to like the stream. If you want to hit that like button, just do it for me. Appreciate it. If you're watching for next, you want to have a full experience, you want to participate on the giveaways, head over to the YouTube channels. And all you need will be there. Full experience, but you need to hit that like button. We need to get to 50 likes today, and we can run a giveaway, right? A giveaway is gonna be run if we do have 50 likes. If we don't, no giveaway. Right? If we don't, no giveaway. See how we're doing with the likes. $24, guys. We need 26 likes, and we're gonna run a giveaway. But we need 26 more likes. It's a Costco hot dog day. We need the 50 likes. It's literally the same price action as yesterday. Literally the same. I'll be just so pissed that I was not able to take out that. Oh, look at ES, guys. ES about to run the highs and get to the daily gap. With no pullback. Guessing the trade. Why guessing the trade? I mean, the draws are obvious, right? We do have obvious draws higher. We're gonna run higher. But you need your entry criteria to go on that trade, right? It's not gonna be that easy. Whack. How long have you been trading for? 8 years. You think entering now will be already late? Yeah, super late. If we take out that high, it's done. The day is done. Once we take out that high, we're absolutely over on this session. You see that 1 minute gap on the ES? It was a 1 minute that we didn't tap on the Nasdaq. That was the entry right there. That was the entry. When in 2024, that's when I started to see consistency on the trading. So it took me roughly like 6 to 7 years to actually find something that works, find like a setup. What do you want, gold? Do you want to run lower? It's just hard. It's a tough position to trade a gold for sure. Descending channel calling. Do you like this short? For almost 2 years and you feel behind. Oh no, brother. You always need to stay humble, right? You always need to study more. And it's always like a learning path, right? There's a long way to go. So don't feel behind. Everyone is running at their own pace, right? The short on gold, yeah, this short right here. We do have SMT on the highs. We have a 5 minute, I think. A 5 minute IFVG. So once this one closes, this is a cool 1 hour trade. This might be a cool 1 hour trade. Look at ES, guys. Damn! We'll stop chasing the chop. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, just gold is very, very choppy, right? I do like the way that we have the SMT. NQ is about to reach what I want, or what I wanted for this session. So once we take out that high, this is my target, my draw on liquidity. We're done. I'm just gonna take out my limits and we're done. I think the session is pretty much over. Pretty much over. It's another session where I'm right with the reading, where I know where the price is likely to go. I'm just not able to execute it properly, right? This might be a good 2 hour on gold. Just very slow. ES about to hit the daily gap, guys. Look how quick we get there. Yeah. We just hit the daily gap. The drone liquidity is set today, guys. We're done. Right? Wrap it up, chat. It was a good week. We're up this week, regardless. Right, we're up this week. I made $44. I mean, this is a break even. You finally tap into the daily gap. I don't really think I'm just gonna execute anymore, guys. To be completely honest. That's all I wanted to see. What strategy you use? I use a pullback. It's like the 2022 model from ICT with the 5-minute and the 15-minute. It's pretty much just a continuation model, which I need to see. So in this case, all I needed to see to take the long was the price to tap into this 5-minute, which is pretty much the only one, which is the reason why I took this trade right here. The break-even trade. I guess this is gonna be a shorter stream, guys. It's Friday. We don't have anything else to do. We have the draws already completed. So let's go over. Let's run our giveaway as usual. Let's go over Discord. And we're gonna do TGIF as the code. And let me clear that user list. Code is TGIF. Yeah, guys, remember to leave your like on the stream if you're watching from X, if you're watching from YouTube. Hit the like button because all we need are the likes to run this one. What's Code 3? That's Call of Duty. Wow. Just looking at the way silver looks, we might be bullish, guys. Yeah, I agree with you, Bushido. It's been working the whole week. Actually, it's been working the whole week, but it depends a lot in the target that you're taking in that moment, because most of the time it reverses, and then when the real trend of the session is gonna come. I do like this silver long, so we might be bullish. Gold longs too. So if silver is gonna be a long, gold is gonna be a long too. TGIF, definitely TGIF. That's the code. Code TGIF. So far, just one execution today, which is the break even on the gold. On the NQ, sorry guys. That long there. This might be a long as well. I'm starting to like this pullback a lot. I'm gonna try this long on the silo. And I'm just gonna wait until the end of the day. This is the trade, my last trade today. I like the way this pullback looks a lot. I think we might feel the highs right there. This is an absolutely great pullback. Yeah, it looks good for both, for gold and silver. If this was respected, we're definitely going to print a pullback. And now that's a data high. So we're likely to go over that high. Right? The silver just look a little bit better. For a 2-hour trade. You have the pullback. We have this 5-minute gap, which got respected. Silver failed, gold failed to print lower, and we're starting to do higher lows and higher highs, which is a bullish structure. I think this might start to print higher. This is maybe the manipulation that we need inside of the daily gap to run higher. Right? So that's the last trade that I'm gonna do today. Yeah, it could be both. Both could move higher. Both could move higher from here. Can we trade Fed Chairman Walsh speaks? Yeah, most of the time, yes. Of course, it depends on your account, and the stage of your account. If you have an EA1 if you have an EA1 account and you're in the performance stage, there's a restriction 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after the speech. If not, if you don't have the EA1, then you can trade the news freely, right? There are no issues with it. There are absolutely no issues with it. EA1 performance. No, you have a restriction of 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after the speech. So you cannot do that. You cannot really do that. Oh, wow. We're pumping, chat. We're absolutely pumping. If you need help, if you're seeking clarification, you should go over the support chat on the website. They'll give you all you need. This gives for like Alright, how are we doing with the list? I'm gonna give you 1 more minute to finish your list. One more minute, guys, and I'm gonna run that list. My break even will go at the 1 hour, which is around 71 270. That will be my 1 hour, and my final target is that draw, which is this is my break even point, and that's my last target. My last trade, my last attempt of the week. I like the way we're just gonna pull back here on the 5 minute for gold. Hopefully we can fill this momentum as the pullback that we need the whole week. I've been waiting for this pullback the whole week, trying to long this area right here. It wouldn't be just playing with me though. Now a new 5 minute here. We're probably just gonna retrace back into that 5 minute now. So this is a safe stop so far. Get in, hurry up. Yep, just 1 more minute, guys. I'm about to pull up that list. Literally pumped. So heavy on this one. I'm risking 0.5% on this trade. Looking for a 2R. Let me set up the dark gray screen right away. Oops, that was not what I wanted to do though. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, I'm pulling out that list. Where 6 people is on the list. All right, guys. As always, good luck. I hope whoever needs the account the most is the one who's gonna win the account, right? I really hope that, as always. It was a great week, full of great trades, full of great streams, great guesses. We do have the same plan for next week. I love you all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting. Remember to hit the like button. Thanks for showing up every single day here on the stream. And it's a pleasure to stream and trade with you guys every day. I'll catch you all to next week. We'll see on Monday. We'll have something prepared for the weekend. As always, maybe I guess the chart. So yeah, wish you guys good luck. I wish you guys good luck for real. Who's getting the account? Whoever wins. Whoever wins. So replace it. Alright, good luck, guys. The time is set. Yeah, it was a decent week. Even though it was rangy, we have awful New Year sessions. It was really good. 100%. W days, W week, W day, W everything. Six seconds. Alright, guys. Mabite, good. Alright. Dollars in the chat for Mabite. Congrats, brother. Congratulations on your account. You know what to do, how to claim your account. It was an awesome week. We have plenty of trades. We have great guesses. Next week we'll have the same. It's the second week that I'm pretty much recording and documenting everything that we do on the stream. It's the second week that I'm doing that, and it's been really profitable, right? Last week we made around 4R. This week is up around 2R, and we will see what happens with this last trade, right? I'm gonna share the whole stuff on the Discord chat. I'm gonna make a post on Instagram as well. So everyone, good luck. Have a great rest of your session. Have a happy Friday. Have a rest on this weekend. Stay safe. Have some rest. Spend time with your family, with your friends. Study or get off the charts to have a fresh mindset for next week. You guys are the best, as always. Much love from me.